HeadKick Audio, episode number 39. I took all of January off and the first week of February off because, well, hey, I like to enjoy the holidays, and February is just absolutely fucking insane with birthdays in my family. So, excuse me for taking some time away, but we're back. And we're going to make up for some lost time, so we're going to get started in relatively quick order. Okay, so we got about, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 major cards. This isn't including all the little regional shows. 10 cards that we got to go over since January 1st. So let's just go ahead and dive right in, shall we? Let's go ahead and start with LFA 80. Steven Garcia versus Jose Mariscal, or Chepe, as he likes to call himself. Pretty dope card. LFA's first one of 2020. Interviews went 2-1 on the card, so HK alums still doing pretty good there. So let's see, we had Sean Cervini take on Edwin Cooper and get the armbar in round 1. Tyler Ray defeated Josh Streaker via rear naked choke. Round number 2, Jordan Wright. Now this is the Beverly Hills Ninja, I believe is what he called himself, or some shit like that. He got it done over Gabriel Checo. Now Checo's a tough son of a bitch, and 48 seconds into the second round, got his lights put out. Luis Galvinho took on Josh Marsh and got the split decision. Carrington Banks, he's a guy that fought on the Ultimate Fighter. He's fought for Bellator. He defeated Chris Brown. Excuse the wheezing and stuff. What's going on? I don't even know what's going on. He defeated Chris Breezy, the Future Brown. That was the negative on the side of the interviews. Carrington Banks really just smothered him for a full 15 minutes. Chris Brown really couldn't get any of his game going. Big learning experience for Chris Brown here. Wow. All right, we're starting off the new year pretty good, aren't we? Jerome Rivera. If you remember him, he fought Roy Val. I can't remember what card it was, so while I'm fucking bullshitting you with what had happened is Roy Val and Rivera were fighting for shit. It might have even been a title fight if I'm not mistaken. But they were fighting, and Rivera was, I think he was kicking or something, but he was posting his hand up on the cage, and his arm just went the opposite fucking way. So it bent in the wrong way. So let's see. This is no, they have the wrong guy there. Whoops. Okay. So yeah, let me see. So while I'm doing some bullshit over here, but yeah, that was his. I believe that was his last fight. Let me see. Yeah, that was his last fight, and it was really early in round 1. So he took on probably one of the best flyweights not in the UFC right now, in Brandon Royval. And I can't tell you how much I want to see that fight again. So let's see here. No, it was not for a title. So I think it was like a number 1 contender bout, because I think Royval went on to go fight a title fight after that. So, but anyway, Jerome Rivera took on Kendrick Latchman, a tough dude, got a lot of Muay Thai experience. Rivera ends up winning via mounted triangle choke in round 2, very late in the round. And this is a good win for Rivera to come back from an injury, not really knowing how it's gonna do in competition, and really just getting the thing done. And he finished the guy, so devastating fashion. Happy for Rivera. Also one of my interviews that got me 1 on the board. And then in your main event, Steve Garcia, I believe the Mean Machine, he took on Chepe Mariscal and got the TKO in round 2. Both these guys, this was a war. Okay, both these guys, it wasn't as back and forth as I would have liked. Steve is just huge. He's huge, and he's coming up from bantamweight. I believe this was a featherweight affair. And man, he just looked absolutely huge. And I believe Steve missed weight again. He fought on the Contender Series and got a win over there. Excuse me, what the hell is going on? So, that's your main event. Steve Garcia defeats Chepe via round 2 TKO stoppage. Okay, and let's see here. No, that was just what I was doing over there. Okay, cool. Next, we had UFC 246. Now, this was headlined by Conor McGregor and Donald Cerrone. Okay, and of course, there was a lot of, people were upset at, how lackadaisical the card looked. Okay, you had Conor McGregor and Cowboy Cerrone on top. Cowboy coming off a couple losses to a couple top guys, Tony Ferguson. So, I mean, Conor McGregor coming back off of his submission loss to Khabib, and here you go, they're main eventing pay-per-view. So, I wasn't as upset with the card as I initially was, because of course, the initial reaction is, really? You want me to pay how much for that? Conor McGregor's a draw, but that's banking a lot on Conor McGregor. Anyways, so as you can see right here, Sabino Mazo got the split decision over JJ Aldrich. Alexa Kamer got the decision win over Justin Ledet, and I believe Kamer is a training partner of Stipe Miocic, if I'm not mistaken. Well, no, I'm not mistaken. Boom. Suck on that. Drew Dober, I think he was the first interview I ever did as HeadKick Audio. Really, really, really cool guy. Very, very happy for him. He got the knockout over Nasrat Haqparast. This kid looked really good coming into this fight, and Drew Dober just kind of showed that he's got more experience, and his strikes, his patience, and just I don't even know what to fucking call it right now because I'm so excited. But Drew just looked better. He looked more calm in the pocket. Eyes wide open. He was seeing everything coming, and man, it was beautiful. So Drew Dober gets the win there. Askar Askarov defeats Tim Elliott via unanimous decision, and there was one point where Elliott was kind of like gone. Yeah, he got hit, and he was just like, you know what I mean? So Elliott, I think his UFC record falls like 2-6 or something like that. He's fighting the top guys, and this Askarov has actually proven to be kind of a badass. So, Elliott's fighting the best dudes in the world at 125 pounds. So, but showed he got a chin. Both these guys were cracking each other. It was a fun fight. Sadiq Youssef, goddamn, Super Sadiq Youssef got the unanimous decision over Andre Fili. This fight was probably the breakout performance for Sadiq's career. Andre Fili, a really tough guy, really long guy for the division. He wore a lot of Sadiq's power very well. You could tell that Sadiq was definitely had the power advantage, and really he just a good fight, 29-28 across the board. And I do feel that, Sadiq, the right decision here, not like last night, but right decision here. And, Andre Fili back to the drawing board, really fun fighter to watch. So I don't think his stock drops too much. So he's with a good team. And then in your main prelim fight for this one, you got Roxanne Modafferi, one of my fucking favorite fighters, period. I just love her. She's fucking awesome. It has nothing to do with her love for Dragon Ball Z, like at all. Yes, I like Dragon Ball Z as well, but that's not why. I just like Roxy. She's fucking real. She's a real person. Not like some of these other motherfuckers, Macy Barber. Oh, sorry. Anyway, Roxy defeats Macy Barber via unanimous decision. There was an injury on Barber's side, and she kind of took the mic and was saying some shit. Not bad shit, but just fucking pompous, arrogant sounding ass shit. And I wasn't happy about that, but I wasn't upset as a lot of people. Roxy took it on the chin, said, hey, whatever, she'll grow up from this. We'll see. I'ma say we'll see, because fucking Macy Barber, you know what I mean? So I'm glad Roxy can just take down another fucking prospect. It was the Antonina Shevchenko, and now it's Macy Barber, and she just got a call out last night from, oh shit, what the hell's her name? She's 5. Well, you know what? That's why I got these. She just got a call out from Lauren Murphy. Sorry, Lauren. Yeah, she just got a call out from Lauren Murphy. I would actually like to see Modafferi versus see one of those two get back to the title. That's what I want to see, but I would not be upset with Lauren Murphy either. Both chicks are very scrappy. To open up 246's main card, you had Diego Ferreira take on Anthony Pettis and get the second round rear naked choke. Anthony Pettis has fallen so goddamn far, but I also think that this is just showing how good Diego is getting. He's kind of doing what RDA did. You know what I mean? He was just like a 500 fighter, and then out of nowhere, just something clicked. And he got really fucking good and ended up going on a championship run, defending his title. I think he defended his title. Anyway, that's, fucking, there's no notes. This is just me talking shit, whatever. But Diego looking really fucking good. Brian Kelleher gets on the main card, and his back's up against the wall, and he gets a guillotine over Ode Osborne, who in pre-fight interviews was saying that he wants one day for people to be looking like on Wikipedia and saying, oh wow, Conor McGregor fought on Ode Osborne's card. You know what I mean? He kind of was talking himself up in that way. You know what I mean? I have nothing wrong with that. Hype yourself up the way you gotta hype yourself up before a fight. But Brian Kelleher got it done. So boom. I don't know. That's his nickname, I guess. Alexei Olenek got the win over the Crochet Boss. Now the Crochet Boss, Maurice Green, tough SOB. He was in a lot of trouble. Could have tapped way earlier. Ends up surviving some crazy submissions, but the armbar being a little bit too much there at the end of round 2. There are only 22 seconds to go, but Olenek's got to squeeze. Whether it's an arm, a neck, he's got to squeeze. So trust Maurice was definitely in trouble, and he tapped when he had to. Now Maurice has lost a couple in a row here, but I like the guy, and I hope the UFC keeps him. I could definitely see Maurice fighting somebody else who's on a losing streak, which we'll get to that later. Hopefully I remember to bring that up. But maybe a loser leaves town then, because I like both guys. But it's not about who you like, it's all about win streaks and whatnot. So I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. In your co-main event, in the rematch, Holly Holm versus Raquel Pennington. Holm took home. She took home a very comfortable unanimous decision win. A couple 30-27s and a 29-28. It was, one of those. So that's okay. Within the first 40 seconds of the main event, you were woken up by, holy shit, Conor McGregor just beat somebody with shoulder strikes and a head kick. Yeah, that's pretty much how it went. That's pretty much how it fucking went down. So, cool as hell to see Conor McGregor back. I'm not the biggest Conor McGregor fan, but seeing a guy of that just, he transcends the sport, as they say. So it's cool to see him get back into, fighting form, and yeah, I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on to 2 of my favorite fighters. Now, I'm very open about who my favorite fighter is, okay? Favorite fighter is John Jones. We'll get to him later. But what I will tell you is I also have favorite fighters per division, okay? And per division, my favorite featherweight fighter, in or outside the UFC, it does not matter, is Matt Bessette. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Do not care. Matt Bessette, he's my favorite featherweight fighter. My favorite heavyweight fighter, in or outside of the UFC or a major organization, Ribs. Greg Ribs Rebello is my favorite heavyweight fighter. Give no fucks what you say. It's my opinion, so that's all that fucking matters to me. It just so happens they both fight for CES, and it just so happens they both fought recently here at CES 60, where they both defended their belts, and they both just, stamped their, whatever. Anyway, Richie Santiago, a guy who fought on the Contender Series, a pretty big staple within the CS organization. He got a second round TKO over Georgi, that guy, you can read. William Knight got to win over Rocky Edwards via TKO in round 3. Now William, I think he might have fought on the Contender Series and they did some kind of like developmental contract. And he's fought for CFFC, he's fought for CES, so he bounces around these bigger regional organizations. And, he's had mixed results because of his stature. That's the only thing it could be. It's not that he's not strong enough, because the dude's a fucking powerhouse. It's really just about, leverage, just how small he is. Because, yes, the dude fights at, middleweight, light heavyweight, whatever, but he's also very small. You know what I mean? So, and he's a big dude, just short, I should say. He's on the shorter side. Anyway, he got the fucking win. Ashik Ajim defeated Andres Rodriguez via KO in round 3. In a inaugural featherweight title fight, Blaine Chute defeated Johnny Lopez via split decision. You have a new flyweight champion, Blaine Chute. I hope I'm saying that right. John Gotti the third. He got a win over Marcos Loretta, unanimous decision, a hard-fought unanimous decision, and this is good. This early in his career to go through something like this, a fight like this, where it's like you got to learn where the fuck you at. That's it right there. A tough fight. So far, his fights haven't looked so like tough, gritty, whatever. He had to pull out a decision here, and he did it. He did it very well. So, a good learning experience for John Gotti here. Greg Ribs Rebello takes on short notice replacement. I don't even know if this is right according to my fucking notes, but he fought this guy on less than 24 hours notice. So, unfortunately, a lot of stuff goes into late notice fights on both sides. It's, yeah, you're a gangster for stepping in on short notice, but the dude who had the fight originally is also a gangster because he's got to take the fight. And there's levels to the gangsterness, okay? So Ribs probably didn't have time to research his opponent and just did the veteran move and just beat the guy where he could get the job done. Okay, Ribs is a very intelligent fighter, okay? And I think upwards to like 90% of his fights have ended via, finish on his side. So I'm just happy CES was able to fucking pull it off and keep him on the card. CES and LFA, and along with your UFCs and Bellators, but those organizations give a shit about their fighters and say, hey man, if you want to fucking fight, we'll find you somebody. Okay, and they're not just finding a taxi cab driver, as they like to accuse Bellator of, but I mean, hey, when you're finding somebody on 24 hours notice, it's slim pickings, buddy. What the fuck? Anyway. So Greg Rebello gets it done here against, according to these, Jordan Mitchell. And in your main event, Matt Bessette, walk-off KO. Hello. I had an interview with the guy before the fight, and unfortunately due to technical difficulties, and I'm a fucking idiot, I was unable to pull anything. It would have just been a video of my face and his face. No sound, no nothing. And as much as I like Matt Bessette, I don't want to just stare at his face for, however long the interview went. And you don't want to have this right next to that. That's fucked up. So we're going to reconnect with him in a couple days here and get the post-fight interview. Because this, oh man, you should have fucking seen this. It was beautiful. Beautiful work from Bessette. Okay, and it's not a Matt Bessette fight unless the mangler is fucking bleeding. Okay, he was bleeding. It was great. That's fucking fun. Matt Bessette gets the KO win here. Ribs, John Gotti, Chute, congratulations to all of you. Santiago, Ajim, and Knight. That was CES 60 in a nutshell. Yeah, trying to speed through everything. It's not working. Okay, so UFC on ESPN, excuse me, plus 24 Blades versus Santos. There's a longer card, so we're probably going to go through it a little bit faster. Herbert Burns, the younger brother to Gilbert, I think his name's Gilbert Burns, Dorino. He got the knockout knee over Nate Landwehr. That last name, it's just funny. Brett Johns got the win over Tony Gravely, rear naked choke. So we're starting the night off with a couple finishes here. Sarah McMahon stayed relevant with her unanimous decision over Lena Langsberg. The Elbow Queen, I believe is her nickname. Montel Jackson got a win over Felipe Corrales via unanimous decision. Pretty dominant there, as a matter of fact, if you see the scorecards here. 30-26, 30-26, and 30-25. Ouch. Justine Quiche, if you remember, she's the one that had the accident in the octagon. And apparently, they don't give a shit. And they kept her around. And they put her against Lucie Pudilova. Okay, 30-27 all across the board for Quiche here. So, pretty cool. Arnold Allen slowly becoming one of the coolest guys in the fucking bantamweight, Jesus Christ, I believe it's featherweight division. He got the win over Nick Lentz, and the way that this bout came to fruition was Nick Lentz's original opponent, I don't fucking remember, and Arnold Allen's original opponent, I don't fucking remember that guy either, I'm gonna wheeze here in a minute, but they both fell out, so the UFC said, hey, you two are gonna fight each other. They signed on the dotted line, and they got it, they got there and scrapped in the cage. Arnold Allen pulls away with the unanimous decision. A couple 29-28s and a 30-27. Bevan Lewis defeated Dequan Townsend via unanimous decision. 30-27s across the board in your prelim main event. Moving on to the main card, Jamal Hill defeated Darko Stozic via unanimous decision. 29-27s across the board. Yep. Okay, Angela Hill. A couple Hills to start off the main card. Man, she took on the girl Hannah Cyphers. Now Hannah Cyphers, she's very doesn't like to talk very loud, very much, whatever. And Angela Hill's the exact opposite. So you had an introvert versus an extrovert. Okay, Angela Hill got it done second round TKO. She took the fight on short notice, I believe. The original opponent was Brianna Van Buren for Hannah Cyphers. And I just remember that matchup because, well, you know, fucking... We've had talks with BVB before, and you know she fell out of this fight, so I remember it. Fucking sue me. Alex Perez got the win over Jordan Espinoza via arm triangle choke. Michael Chiesa, son of a gun, since moving up to the welterweight division from 155 pounds, has looked absolutely phenomenal. A pretty dominant decision win over former lightweight champion and welterweight interim title contender. He fought Chaos. He fought Colby for the interim title. But nobody can finish RDA. They can just outfight him over 3 or 5 rounds. So Michael Chiesa looking pretty good. And then Curtis Blades, what the actual fuck? He gets a TKO win over JDS. Now I don't know what's going on with JDS, man. He needs that fire back. He hasn't. He knows how to talk, right? He's been there before at the championship level. You know, he was the champ, defended his title, but when it comes to the fight, he just can't quite put it together like he used to. And I don't know if he forgot that he's JDS. He's Junior Dos Santos. Man, you remember that guy that was just fucking killing people? Yeah. We need to find that guy. So JDS takes a loss here. Curtis Blades, on the flip side, Curtis Blades, he's looking better than ever, man. Aside from his losses to Francis Ngannou, which, I mean, call it what you want, man, but dude's looking fucking absolutely, he's looking like a stud at heavyweight, which I was not anticipating. I was anticipating a guy that would just, wrestle people to death, and then, get knocked out by, the better fighters of the division, the contenders. And I don't know why I keep fucking doing this. Anyway, Curtis Blades putting shit together with his hands. I mean, his hands look great. Against Junior Dos Santos, holy shit. I mean, there was more involved with it, takedowns and whatnot, but Curtis Blades is really starting to put it together. I'm excited. Heavyweight is actually starting to look pretty fucking fun. As well as light heavyweight. As well, I don't know a division right now that isn't fun. It's a good time to be an MMA fan. Okay, Bellator 238. I wish I had a sock. I would stick it in my fucking mouth. I wish I had a sock. I don't have a sock. I'm in a studio. Okay, and I'm wearing sandals. So, I don't have socks today. Anyway, I will fucking eat crow here. I said Julia Budd would defeat Chris Cyborg, and I was fucking wrong. You were fucking wrong! Yeah, a 4th round TKO. And it was not pretty. So, I was wrong. I wish I had made a bet with somebody, because I was very, very fucking sure. I called it on multiple episodes, online. So if anybody out there watching this wants to talk shit to me, hey, I'll meet you in person. You can write me a letter. I don't fucking know. I deserve what's coming to me. Okay? Darian Caldwell got the submission, naked choke over Adam Boric, who I believe was previously undefeated. He was the guy that fucking knocked out Aaron Pico. Oh, excuse me. Okay, Juan Archuleta got the unanimous decision win over Henry Corrales, and there was a little bit of controversy there. Juan Archuleta, I didn't get to see the card. Let's see, what was the date on this? Nope, I don't have a date. I do not have a date, which is weird. You think I would have a date? Anyway, it was in the beginning of February? I don't fucking know. I was doing something. I can't remember what I was doing, but I was doing something. It might have even been when I was over doing some shit for Ruff. Anyway, so yeah, Henry Corrales takes a UD loss to Juan Archuleta. Sergio Pettis, making his Bellator debut, defeats Alfred Kazaki. Anyways, it was guillotine. It could have been a KO, but he decided after he knocked the dude senseless that he was going to grab his neck and got the win. Raymond Daniels got the KO over Jason King, round 1, and Emily King defeated Ava Knight via rear naked choke. Now, a couple of undercard fighters that I'm going to mention because their name carries value, and I like both fighters. They both got wins. Aaron Pico got the KO over Daniel Carey, and Curtis Millender got the win over Moses Murrieta at a catchweight bout of 180 pounds. If you look here, I don't know if I put the prelim results on there, but check it out. So, Moses Murrieta headlined LFA, so I believe he fought at the championship level for LFA. So, LFA continues to fucking send a bunch of their fighters. I think even this last card, 75% of the fighters that were competing at UFC 247 were LFA, Legacy, or RFA alumni. So, shout out to LFA. Just keep fucking doing what you are doing, because we loving that shit. So, unfortunately, I have to speed along. This one, I'm literally just going to go through the results for Warrior Wednesday 11. Okay, Josh Parisian, he is the guy that knocked out Greg Rebello on the Contender Series. He defeated Marcus Maulding via TKO. That was a wild fight. If you just go back to watch the main event, it's fucking wild, and it's still like, what the, what? One of those. Okay, Antonin Blasingame defeated Isaiah Gathings. I promise I'm not making these names up. Colin Angelin defeated Will Frost via KO. Sorry, the other one was a KOL. Michael Gilmore defeated Perry Stargell via unanimous decision, 30-27s across the board. In 160-pound catchweight, Dante Brown defeated Andrew Karsten via TKO with a pink knee. And Lawrence Bonds defeated Charles Brown via rear naked choke at the end of round 1. Now, I'm sorry for not giving Warrior Wednesday a lot of love, but, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. And really, I'm going to talk more about the cards that I actually got to watch than the ones I didn't get to watch. Like, let's talk about LFA 81, Emmers versus Barbosa. This fight took place in Costa Mesa, California, over at the OC Fair and Event Center at the Hangar, okay? And it was headlined by featherweight contenders and a recent Dana White Contender Series alum, Jamal Emmers, taking on Rafael Barbosa, who last time out in LFA defeated Nate Jennerman via KO, I think in front of Dana White, maybe looking for a fight, something like that. Okay, this was a stacked fucking card for LFA. So let's just go ahead and get started. Vanessa Demopoulos, okay, This little monster right here, by the way, 4-0 on our pre-fight interviews. 4-0. I'm just gonna put that out there. 4-0. We got this like kiss of something. Anyway, little monster gets it done over Loveth Young via unanimous decision, and it was controversial. There's a lot of people that said, "Hey, Loveth won that fight." There's a lot of people that said, "Hey, no, Demopoulos did enough." I believe the second round was a 10-8 round, and a takedown at the end of the third was the difference and got Demopoulos the win here. So, Loveth Young, tough, strong chick. Holy crap. She's got a bright future. It's good that she went through a tough fight like this early in her career. But Vanessa Demopoulos getting it done. Go peep that interview. She's a riot. She's awesome. Leandro Gomez defeated Yama Horiuchi via split decision in a, Yeah, no. I don't agree with that decision at all. I thought the Japanese kid won. So, Yumi, his first Japanese fighter, as a matter of fact, to fight in LFA. That was pretty fucking cool to see. But hopefully they get him a fight real soon, because I don't think he lost that one. Sam Hughes defeated Lisa Malding via unanimous decision. Sam Hughes, holy crap, this chick is strong. Now Lisa Malding's a tough chick, but Sam was just basically manhandling her, having her way with her. Takedowns were happening at will, and man, it was a very, very, very good showcase for Sam Hughes. And then Christian Aguilera, jumping off the cage into a fucking hammer fist, and it lands. Holy shit, that was fucking cool. Now, I don't have notes, I just remember that because it was so fucking cool. I'm gonna do one of these. I'm gonna point all fucking episode long too. It's been way too long. Fuck! Alright. Anyways, Christian Aguilera gets a unanimous decision over Glacio Elizario. Elizario? We're gonna go with that. At that point. Okay, so cool to see Christian come back and get a win, doing what he does best, and actually not being afraid to go into the Brazilian's guard and play the jiu-jitsu game. So that was pretty fucking cool to see. And then in your co-main event, in a 160-pound catchweight, because remember, this fight took place in California, and the commissions don't fuck around. So if you miss weight before commissions go, you're not going to fight at whatever weight you want. You're going to fight at whatever weight we tell you. Okay, so this was at 160 pounds. Jacob Rosales. Now, go peep our pre-fight, my pre-fight interview with Jacob Rosales here, because, maybe we didn't go for him. Anyway, Jacob Rosales, in the Contender Series, was fighting with a broken fucking leg. Okay? He fought with a broken leg. He lost. He didn't get a contract or, move on to the UFC, but he fucking took the fight with a broken leg, knowing he had a broken leg. Didn't tell the commissions or nothing. Probably not a good idea, but hey, the guy fought well, and he got a unanimous decision over Salamane Ahmadiyar. Anyways, and look, this fight was pretty one-sided. I thought Jacob Rosales on the feet was, picking him apart, landing the better shots, but Jacob Rosales also had to take a couple shots of his own, and boy, does that guy have a fucking chin. So kudos to Rosales for, showing off some, really clean striking, and also showing the fact that, he's not scared to take a punch, and he can take them and take them well. In your main event, Jamal Pretty Boy Emmers took on Rafael Barbosa and got the win in round 3 with an arm triangle choke. Now, early on in this fight, Emmers was clearly behind. The tide started to change into the second, and in the third he carried that momentum, getting a takedown and switching from, I believe, I can't remember what the first, he settled on the arm triangle choke, and Barbosa went out. So Jamal Emmers kind of setting himself up for the big show here. I mean, you could not have looked better. He showed everything, just like Jacob Rosales. Except for the only thing that Jacob Rosales didn't have to show was coming back and winning. He was just winning the fight from the beginning. Pretty Boy actually had to, come back from a deficit and get the win, and he got a finish. So things are looking bright for all these guys here. One fight I am not seeing, that's right, I did go 4-0, Because I'm not seeing this. See, this is bullshit. This is number one bullshit. Vince the Anomaly Cachero, okay? He fought on this card against King Cage. Oh shit, King of the Cage Chavez. Let me see. And let me just tell you this, okay? So Cachero had his opponent fall out. His original opponent fall out. Okay? And then he takes Ryan Lilly. Okay, Ryan the Lion Lilly. He's fought for Lights Out, LFA. He's fought, pretty much a who's who of the bantamweight division. Ryan Lilly steps in on 24 hours notice. I think it was 48 or 24 hours, and I think it was 48. Okay, and then he doesn't make it to the weigh-ins. So LFA again, just like I was giving CES some props, giving LFA some props here, because the day of the fight they found him. The guy's name is Marvin Garcia. Okay, King of the Cage champ over there, 12-3 record, now 12-4. Got way more experience than Cachero here, but Cachero probably the more high-level experience given the promotion. But so he had two different opponents within 48 hours. Okay, three different opponents within 48 hours. Still gets the fight. This fight had to be a catchweight at 150 pounds. But I don't think it mattered. Cachero was ready to fucking do what he does best. Okay, and he had to go through some adversity, not just on the opponent changes, but the style, the stylistic matchup of Garcia from Lilly and his original opponent, Batin Gonzalez. Garcia's a wrestler, and he's a straight-up wrestler, okay? So, having to go through all that, and look, his last fight was against that Sholinian, that Russian dude, where basically held down Cachero. Didn't really do a whole lot with it, but he held him down. So you gotta imagine that sitting in the back of your head, right? Your last fight was against a fucking wrestler, and now, your late notice, it's against another fucking pretty badass wrestler. So Cachero had to fucking really, nut up and get this one done. And he does. He got it via round 2 ground and pound. Really, I think Garcia probably threw everything he could into that first round. Look, he took the fight on less than 24 hours notice. You can't fault the guy. But again, you know what I mean? Cachero also had to take the fight. So kudos to Marvin for stepping in and keeping this fight afloat. Okay? Mad props to you, but also mad props to Cachero for, accepting the opponent and not worrying about the weight. You know what I mean? A lot of fighters are really proven to be just fucking gangster. The whole, I don't give a fuck what weight, what time, any day, whatever. There's more fighters out there like that than I thought. Cachero being one of them. Ribs being another one of them. And wait till we get to the UFC card that happened last night. There's another motherfucker who probably tops everybody. Anyway, so we'll see. But, yeah, so Emmers, Cachero, Rosales, and Demopoulos. Go check out those interviews on my YouTube channel. All of them, the Emmers one, the quality, that took a long time to edit, so bear with me on that one, okay? But all these guys are super cool. I love their personalities, okay? They couldn't be more different people, all 4 of them, okay? And then also, peep if you can, Rosales' fight shorts. I don't know if you're into, scary movies or serial killers, those would be for you. A lot of people didn't like it though. A lot of people didn't like it. I don't like scary movies because I'm kind of a pussy when it comes to that shit. I'm not scared to admit that. But, I didn't have a problem with the shorts. If that's a shtick, that's a shtick. Anyways, so we'll go ahead and move on from LFA 81 and move on to CFFC 81. So this is Cage Fury Fighting Championships. They had a flyweight title fight, I believe. No, featherweight. And they had a middleweight title, and there was also a bantamweight title. But Herbeth missed weight, so the title is still vacant. Alright, so let's just go ahead and start from the bottom. Taylor Pierce defeated Christian Santos via unanimous decision, 30-27 across the board. Jasmine Jasudavicius defeated Gabriela Golfin via punches and knees in round 1, getting a TKO there. Nazim Sadikov defeated Elijah Harris via unanimous decision, 30-26, 29-28, and 29-27. So judges, oh shit, 808. The judges had mixed feelings about that one, which kind of seems to be a fucking trend. Herbis Souza defeated Alexander Geshtoff via unanimous decision, but again, no, 4 rounds. Interesting. He didn't make weight, so he vacated the title. Kyle Dacus. Now, Dacus, I remember from the Contender Series. I don't remember if he won or not. I can't remember. But I remember Dacus from the Contender Series, and I think he might have won via decision. Well, he comes back to CFFC because he was the champ before, and he's still the champ. And he got the Darce choke, which is my second favorite. That used to be my favorite submission. Okay, it used to be, but that arm triangle choke, I'm telling you, there's just something about it. Okay, and really a little bit of history. When Martin Kampmann got the arm triangle choke over, I can't remember the fucking guy's name, but I remember it was the first time that I had really like seen it, like from start to finish, and the commentator was talking about how he's got to turn his body like a clock, and you see him just like a clock, tick, 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 and then the dude's out. So, arm triangle choke becomes my favorite submission. Or, it doesn't fucking matter. Who fucking cares about me, okay? And then James Gonzalez, Darce choke, round number 2. He defeats Nolan Norwood to retain his middleweight title. James Gonzalez defeats Pat Sabatini. Now, this one is a little bit different, okay? Gonzalez throws up a submission, Sabatini's defending, and snap. Okay, his arm is going the fucking wrong way. Kind of like a Jerome Rivera type thing. Okay, so this was in round 1, 46 seconds. So it's not like it went 5 rounds and Gonzalez was getting his ass whooped and then he pulls a submission out of nowhere. No, these guys are dry, okay? You're literally seconds into the fight. You're not even minutes into the fight. So hopefully, Sabatini can get healed up and get an immediate rematch, because I would actually like to see the fight, not some freak accident. Okay, I do believe that Gonzalez was stepping in on short notice as well. Don't quote me on that shit. Again, do you see notes in front of me? Nah, I didn't think so. Okay, but yeah. So, moving on. Invicta 39. This is Frey versus Cummins 2. Okay, these girls have fought before, and I think Frey got the unanimous decision then as well. So, while I'm going on about the card, I'm going to go ahead and open that up so I can tell you. But Monica Franco defeated Tina Pettigrew via unanimous decision, 30-27, 30-26 in there as well. So, pretty dominant win, pretty easy. Jillian DeCourcy defeated Linda Mihalic via unanimous decision, 30-27 and a couple 29-28s. Okay, and I was actually watching on my studio TV while my band was in here jamming. So I didn't have the sound on, so I couldn't really, listen to the commentary. And all I know is I was like, Mihalic, that's such a cool name. I kept saying it. The guys were getting kind of fucking annoyed. But anyways, so Mihalic takes a unanimous decision L there to DeCourcy. And then, look, this fight right here, head kick. That's what we're all about, head kick audio, come on. Okay, Erin Blanchfield defeated Victoria Leandro via head kick KO. Now, Victoria is super, super tough. Okay, she's super tough. But she ate like 3 head kicks clean in that fight. Okay? So, and the first one, she did that whole fucking, she fell like a crucifix and managed to fight her way back to her feet. She got hit with it again, and then she got hit with it the 3rd time. And let me tell you, that shit was pretty. Blanchfield, mwah, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. So I'm sure she probably got a little bonus there. If not, come see me. I'll figure out something for you. Alicia Zapatella, I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, But Half Pint, this chick is super cool. I've actually talked to her a couple times, and hopefully we can set up an interview when the stars align. But she's from Michigan, and she's another tough chick. She actually just came back from a stint over at Ryzen. I think she fought over there over the summer. And she comes back over to Invicta and gets a pretty clean unanimous decision over Kelly D'Angelo. And look, she's very, very, very small. I believe they're atomers. They gotta be 105ers, because I don't think, I mean, Alicia, I don't even know how tall she is, to be honest with you. Let me see. Okay, so Jinju Frey. Yep, she had a unanimous decision over Cummings. Okay, so let me open up Zapatella over here, and then I'll go on to the co-main event. Okay, Miranda Maverick. She went through the Phoenix Series flyweight tournament where she actually had to avenge a loss to one of my favorite chicks, Deanna Vitamin D Bennett, and she did. That was your main event. That was your tournament final, was Maverick versus Bennett. She gets the rear naked choke there, and she's really fighting for a number one contender bout, or what really should be a championship fight, because I believe the champ missed weight the last time she fought Porto. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that again. So many people missing weights in such close weight classes. I cannot be held responsible for everything that comes out of my mouth. But anyways, this is a championship level fight for Maverick. Okay, 6-2, I believe now 7-2 overall. Pearl Gonzalez, she's fought on the highest stages. She's fought for the UFC before. So this is 2 UFC veterans that Maverick has taken out in her last 2 fights. I don't think she'll get to the the Invicta title. I think she's probably going to the UFC straight from here. She's young, she's charismatic, she's a good-looking chick. I think, you know, the UFC could use a body like her in the current flyweight division. Especially with Valentina just fucking mopping the floor left and right with these chicks. Some fresh blood, some new contenders, especially pulling from Invicta, which is the premier women's organization in the world. It's not a bad move. Okay, so I believe Maverick's probably next fight is in the UFC. So I'm more confident in that than I was with the Julia Budd. Okay, so I'm gonna say it right here. I'm gonna call it. Okay, Maverick's next fight is in the UFC. Pearl Gonzalez, on the other hand, she takes an L, but look, there's plenty of girls in this 125-pound division. Flyweight is turning out to be, especially in Invicta, one of the more, I wouldn't say celebrated, but more fun divisions. You know, they got a lot of talent in there. And what I see next is, barring that they haven't fought each other and that they're not homies, but I think a good bounce-back fight for both chicks would be Deanna Bennett versus Pearl Gonzalez. The battle of the cute... No, okay, let's not go there. Anyways, because I think I looked at it before. That's going to get you in trouble. I think I looked at it before, and she did not fight Deanna Bennett throughout her career. So, that technical decision, what the hell? Anyway, so... back to Invicta. Congratulations to Maverick for getting the W there. In your main event, again, the champ, she missed weight, so she couldn't compete for the title, but the challenger and somebody who she was familiar with, Ashley Cummins, she was available to win the title, should she have won. Unfortunately, Frey got the unanimous decision win over 5 rounds. And even again, I believe there was some controversy with this fight. I didn't really get to watch it too closely because, again, my boys were here. So, unfortunately, I can't give you much insight to that fight. I know I was really down with Zapatella, Blanchfield, and Maverick. I missed, like, the beginning of the card. I hit the middle, and then I didn't get the main event. So, I apologize. Okay? But sometimes Steve does other things aside from MMA. So, get the fuck over it. Moving on. This will be the last fight card in recent history that we talk about today because, again, we're already going on longer than I wanted to. I only wanted to give you guys a half hour, and it's just not going to happen. Yusuf Zalal took on my boy Austin Lingo and got a unanimous decision, 30-27s across the board. Both these guys, I believe, taking the fight on short notice well, at least relative short notice, a couple weeks out from the card itself. And this is about as good as an outcome on a loss for Austin Lingo that you could really hope for. Okay, there was multiple times through multiple rounds where Lingo could have given up and he didn't. Okay, he made it to the scorecards, which surprisingly enough they called this one absolutely 100% the way that I saw it. Okay, now look, Lingo's gonna learn from this, and he's gonna fucking become a better fighter from it. He was previously undefeated. His last 3 fights were like a minute and some, I think, some shit like that, something crazy. So Austin's gonna learn, and Yusuf Zalal, man, did this guy look good! Holy shit! I mean, to look that good against Lingo, man, that says something about the type of fighter that this guy is. He's very, very good, especially given the fact that both guys are pretty young. Give me a second. So, very cool to see 2 young up-and-comers opening up a card, and both guys making their debut, so they're both going through the same motions, okay? So kudos to Zalal for putting on a performance like he did against a really good guy, in my opinion, against Austin Lingo. Now, Austin, I don't want to fucking couch coach, okay? But I think he was a little bit fixated on his hands because he's been getting it done. Okay, I think he just forgot about all the other skills that he possesses. Okay, so Austin definitely, not talking shit or trying to couch coach, but you just got to remember, like, you're a pretty fucking well-rounded fighter, and I think everything going into making your UFC debut. I mean, you really can't fault anybody for, if they hiccup or choke. You know what I mean? It's like, that's a lot to fucking take in. And they're setting the pace for the entire card. So, either way that this fucking fight goes, I mean, kudos to both gentlemen. Okay? But Zalal got the win here, so he'll advance his career. Austin Lingo, it's back to the drawing board, buddy. Andre Ewell defeated Jonathan Martinez via split decision, and judges, what you smoking? Because I'm sure there's a lot of us that will want some of that. Okay? Wow. I'm gonna move on. Journey Newson, he took the judges out of the equation and defeated Domingo Pilarte in round 1, 38 seconds, like he had somewhere he needed to be. Okay, and Domingo is a tough dude, so that was pretty fucking surprising. So Journey Newson, the journey continues. You see what I did there? A little punny. Okay, anyway, Mario Bautista, to open up your regular prelims on ESPN, took out probably one of the top prospects in the bantamweight division in Miles Johns. Miles Johns is a tough son of a bitch. He's strong. He's, very, very, he's wrestle heavy, but he's got good hands. Excuse me, the guy's well-rounded, but Mario Bautista just looked really loose and really good. He looked really, really good. Very, precise, calculated. Really long, too. Miles Johns is one of the shorter, stockier bantamweights. But, man, to do that to Miles Johns, whew, that's a feather in your cap. Chaos Williams, another fighter who's like, I've got places to be, takes out Alex the Great White, I believe. Or it could just be the Great. I don't fucking know, but I think it's the Great White. In 27 seconds. Ouch. Now, Chaos has got to be the coolest fucking name in MMA, and it's not even a fucking nickname, it's just a real fucking name. So, this guy, quietly becoming one of my favorite dudes. Lauren Murphy took home a split decision over Andrea KGB Lee. Again, the judges, may or may not have gifted Lauren Murphy this fight. I was at a birthday party, so I didn't really get to catch all these, glued to the screen like I usually am. But from what I could see, it was a very close fight, and really, again, from what I saw, I wouldn't have been upset had they said KGB won. Okay, but she calls out one of my favorites in Modafferi, and again, I wouldn't hate it if they booked it, but I would like to see Modafferi that's just me personally. And then in the gangsterest of all gangsters, now if you remember early on in the episode, I was talking about gangsters in MMA. It does not get more gangster than fucking James Krause. Okay, James Krause takes a fight up a weight class on 18 hours notice. They were saying 20 on the broadcast. I think it was 18 hours. Okay, up a weight class. Now check this out. James Krause was tired of cutting weight, so he fights around at his walk around weight, which I believe is close to 170. Okay, he gets the Trevin Giles' original opponent, which shit, you know what? To be honest with you, I don't even remember who it was. But he falls out, James Krause, because I tell you what, had James Krause been on this card, I don't think I'd pick against him. So when I saw, wait, James Krause is on this card, what the fuck? Yeah, I had no idea that any of this was even going on. So he takes the fight. He was a 155er, now he's a 170. He takes the fight at middleweight. He only weighed in at 183, and I mean, really a case could be made that he won this fight. The third round being the closest round. Okay, the first round, if they're doing new rules, that's 10-8, buddy. That's a 10-8. And there's no doubt in my mind that Krause wins this fight. That you can't fuck up the scorecards. Okay? And then Trevin Giles comes in and, starts to put the weight on him, putting heavier punches together. Now, again, weight class above, they're 15 pounds heavier than 170. And, Krause is feeling it, and right then he could have said, you know what, dude, this guy's too big, I'm done. Nah, fuck that. Like the fucking straight fucking gangster this guy is, he gets up off the stool and goes out in the third round and arguably wins it. Okay? So, in my mind, this is a win for Krause. But the judges give the split decision to Giles. Now, my mom was sitting next to me watching this fight, and she's squeezing this balloon, because we're at a birthday party for my daughter. She's squeezing this balloon, trying not to pop it. I mean, she's wincing, oh man, it was so fucking funny to watch. But she was just as surprised as I was when the decision was read off. So judges did not have a good night. And it continued onto the main card. Your main card opener is My Balls is Hot, Derek the Black Beast Lewis taking on Ilir Latifi. Now, when this fight was announced, I was kind of like, Latifi's pretty small for a heavyweight. But then when you see him at heavyweight, he's just short. He's got the frame for it. And he went to decision with Derek Lewis. They gave it a 29-28 across the board for Derek Lewis. And I do think that this fight is a hard one to judge, not because it was so close, but because everything Latifi did, he did without damage. So it was more control. Everything Derek Lewis did, I don't know, now my nose is itching. Everything Derek Lewis did was with maximum power, and he's trying to kill Ilir Latifi's great-great-great-great-great-grandchildren as soon as they're born, is what he's trying to do. So, was I upset with the decision? No. Did I turn my head a little bit? A little bit, because it kind of seemed like, Lewis was, getting held down. And the judges usually weigh that a lot more than they did. But in pre-fight interviews, he was saying he was going to get the home cooking, and he got the full meal, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, Dan Ige defeated Mirsad Bektik via split decision, according to what I'm reading here. I don't know, I had it pretty clear, Ige 2-1. Justin Tafa defeated Juan the Kraken Adams. Now look, Bad Man is a bad man. He's got very vicious power. Juan Adams, buddy, look, you need to fucking take some time off, man. Take some time off. That's all I request. If you want to switch camps and try that whole deal again, I know I was kind of following him on the social media immediately after the loss. And what he was saying is he went to this, he read all the comments. Good, bad, it didn't matter. But only responded to the good. And you know what? I understand what he's trying to do there. And I mean, it's pretty tough to do, especially when you're coming off the streak that he is. Okay? Wasn't I looking something up? I guess not. But back to earlier when I was saying a pretty good matchup here, loser leaves town, would be, in my opinion, Juan Adams versus Maurice Green. Both guys coming up through LFA, or the Legacy banner. Let's call it that, the Legacy banner. And, Juan Adams, I believe, did the Contender Series, and Green went through the tough route. He went through the Ultimate Fighter route. So let's see here. Yeah, he's on a 3-fight losing streak. He had the unanimous decision to Arjan Ular, the TKO loss to Greg Hardy, and now the TKO loss to Justin Tafa. So, heavyweight could use guys, especially personalities like Maurice Green and the Kraken Juan Adams, but these guys really got to put some stuff together. So I would like to see those two guys fight each other before one leaves the organization. But if I'm being honest, both are probably floating on their way out. So it would suck to see that because I enjoy both guys, even when they lose. You know what I mean? But a lot of people giving Juan Adams a lot of shit. And that's, he's fighting some dudes that if they hit you, whether you're a fucking, a championship fighter or not, I mean, those guys are going to put you out too. So, plus I just don't like talking shit to fighters. I just don't. You know what I mean? I don't. Valentina Shevchenko defeats Caitlin Chukagian via round 3. She had her in the crucifix and she was, throwing some ground and pound, some elbows, some hammer fists, and she gets her out of there. Chukagian in the first round not immediately, but in the first round, she gets opened up pretty bad by a cut. Cornerman, wow, that dude right there, that's pretty good shit right there. That's pretty good shit. But Valentina, trying to see from her point of view, like when you're just dominating chicks like that, it's like, yeah, who are you gonna fight? But then you see girls like Roxy, and she just took out another up and comer in Araujo. I mean, look, I was losing that fight and then lost the fight in devastating fashion. I do believe that I does pose some problems, as well as Roxy. I do believe that she actually poses more problems, in my opinion, with her grappling and her toughness, because she's a girl that doesn't go away. She's gonna, fucking chase you down, just like she did to Antonina. Okay, so I think there are some interesting fights, and I don't think that we need to see Shevchenko or these champs move up in weight classes. There's new crops coming in all the time. Look, I was just talking about Maverick in Invicta. Okay, a big, strong 125er. Guess who owns that division right now? Shevchenko. Okay, so there's fresh blood coming in all the time. Don't forget about your Cyphers, your Hills. Wait, no, I think they're down a class. Sorry. Not saying that any of those girls wouldn't jump up to fucking flyweight, but anyway. So Shevchenko does what she does, and she gets the win. Now, I don't want to take too much fucking time on this. I may have 808 it again. But look, John Jones defeats Dominic Reyes via unanimous decision. And there's a lot of people out there saying, shit, we're already going on an hour. Ooh, sorry, guys. But there's a lot of people out there saying that Dominic Reyes won 3 rounds to 2. I'm saying, look, that fight was close, but something that I think a lot of people are missing, and I've been trying to be vocal on it with social media, but not. I'm open about, John Jones is my favorite fighter, and I am a John Jones nut hugger. And I will say the Thiago Santos fight, it was close, but I felt John Jones won it. And I'm not saying that he fucking dominated the fight, but I think, he won the fight. And I'm saying here, I think he did the same thing that he did against the Thiago fight. And his pressure could not be ignored to a point where it was more effective than the grappling and the striking, in my opinion. It was the most effective tool used in the fight. Therefore, I think, in my opinion, it weighed heavily on the decision. 4 rounds to 1 for John Jones is a little fucking outrageous, even for me. Okay, even for me, that seems a little outrageous. I think Dominic probably won clearly. Okay, 2 was a little bit closer, and 3 probably being the closest round. 4 and 5 definitely going to the champ, John Jones. But what I'm saying is, judges aside, that pressure has got to amount to something. And in my opinion, it was the most effective tool used in the fight. It was more effective than the grappling. It was more effective than the striking. It was the aggression and octagon control that won John Jones that fight. Okay? Now, I'm not saying you cannot win a fight going backwards, okay? But trust me, Dominic Reyes is a lot less effective going backwards than he was when he would step into the pocket and come forward. Way more effective then, okay? Same thing with John. When he was backing up, he was not effective, okay? He was not effective. So, I don't really want to get into, like, you know, the round breakdown. I've already said, I'm going to go watch the fight without commentary in a couple days, give myself some time to fucking forget about it a little bit. Okay, and luckily where I work, they don't really give a shit about MMA, so I don't have to fucking hear it. But I want to watch the fight again without commentary, you know, in a quiet room, and just watch the fight and score it myself. You know what I mean? I've called fights before. On commentary online, not like a real fucking, you know, aficionado, but doesn't matter. Now, that's what I'll say about the judging. The judging, like, hey, 4-1, you're stupid, okay? 3-2 either way, make your case, okay. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying, if for me, I'm gonna go back and watch it, just like I did Thiago. But I watched that months later. It was a little thing from my buddy. At Unbroken MMA, you know, we were talking about it, and I was like, shit, you know what, I'm going to go rewatch that fight. And then when I watched it, I was like, oh, it's clear. Not a clear win. It wasn't like, fucking, you know, day and night, but I was just like, yeah, John Jones won that fight. You know what I mean? So, anyways, I'm going to fucking go ahead and wrap it up here. But real quick, next week, we got a card coming up. UFC New Mexico, I believe it's it's ESPN Plus 25. Anderson versus Blachowicz 2. Both these guys fought a couple years ago. Anderson getting the UD. They're going to do it again, brother. Both guys are now surging contenders in the light heavyweight division. And I think a lot of what's going on here is going to put the hold on John Jones going to heavyweight. Okay? I think the gap is being closed. Anthony Smith says something on the fucking post-fight show that really fucking hit home. Well, not hit home, but like it just made a lot of fucking sense. He's saying that it's not that John Jones needs to run to heavyweight. John Jones is perfect where he's at right now because he's picking the whole division. He's raising the bar for the division, and now the division's starting to catch up to him. That's a fighter in that division, not saying, you know, oh, picograms or, you know, fucking cocaine and fucking, you know, hitting pregnant ladies. No, this is a fighter in the same division saying John Jones has made the division better, and now, like, the gap is closing, okay? So, fucking picograms, get out of here. I know I'm going to get shit for that one, too. So, it's all good. Anyways, Anderson Blachowicz is your main event. In your co-main, it looks like we're going to have Diego Sanchez take on Michel Pereira. Pereira is the what do you call it, capoeira guy. He's the guy that did all the backflips, and he fought a guy on, like, a week notice and lost. Yeah. And Diego Sanchez still fucking at it. Holy crap. So, but he hasn't been like getting KO'd like he did against Brown. So, I mean, as long as he's not getting KO'd, I mean, he's okay. Also on the card, Devin Clark, Dequan Townsend, Montella De La Rosa versus Borella. Brock Weaver, I believe, is a guy from the Contender Series taking on Rodrigo Vargas. Yatsi Medeiros versus Landon Venata. You want to talk about a fight of the night right there. Bam! That one's going to be it. Tim Means versus Daniel Rodriguez. John Dodson versus Daniel Wood. That's going to be a good fight at bantamweight. Scott Holtzman versus Jim Miller. I believe this fight is going to take place on the feet, and it's going to be a cracker. Ray Borg versus Bontorin. Casey Kenny versus Merab Javajavili. I think it's Javajavili. I like that fight too. Macy Chasson versus Nico Montano at bantamweight, and Mark De La Rosa versus Raulin Paiva. I think I'm saying that right. Anyways, so that'll wrap it up for HeadKick Audio episode number 39, I believe. Don't worry, we're going back to the shorter episodes because this was fucking ridiculous. I can't go so many cards without fucking talking about them. And I also, you know, like to give you my input and my yada yada. So, until next motherfucking time, which will probably be in about a week from now.